Here's where it gets interesting, and this is where, I mean, most of you guys, especially if you've been with this channel for a while, you know these three types, but you maybe are neglecting that your story is so individual, and here's why. So after working with hundreds of people with tinnitus, and seeing many of them in one-on-one coaching sessions, many more of them in our mytinnitus.club community, two people, in my opinion, can have the exact same cause of their tinnitus. So somatic and hearing loss based, but completely different experiences of how much they suffer from their tinnitus. So let's say person A and person B. Person A habituates in 6 months. They, back to their life and barely notice it. Person B is still struggling 2 years later, although they describe their tinnitus fairly similar at the onset. And the sound hasn't changed, but the reaction has, and they've been conditioned into a struggling circle where the constant focus about tinnitus is actually reinforcing the tinnitus. So you can't really say that they're doing anything wrong. They're just different. Habituation, which is, getting used to tinnitus and developing, going from bothersome to non-bothersome tinnitus, is mostly about the nervous system's current state, right? So hypervigilance or letting go and going back to your everyday and normal life. Your history with anxiety or trauma is often very, very important for many people. Your port system, are you doing this alone or with other people together, right? Your relationship with uncertainty and control. So how do you feel about, not being in control with this is obviously very difficult for a lot of people. And whether you've learned tools, for example, of acceptance and commitment therapy to regulate your response to tinnitus, not the tinnitus itself, to regulate your response to tinnitus, right? Let me give you a little bit of another example to make this more clear. I've worked with people with multiple causes, so having hearing loss, TMJ, and burnout condition. And I've worked with people who have no clear cause at all, right? The hearing tests are perfect. They don't say they have neck or back problems. They don't feel like they have burnout or anything, but the tinnitus is still there. And here's the point. Knowing what caused your tinnitus can in some cases be helpful, right? It can sometimes reduce your fear. It gives you a little bit of clarity. For physical problems, you might go get massages more frequently, craniosacral therapy, or taking a relaxing bath once in a while. But obsessing over the cause, that's what keeps you stuck. Because in the end, the truth is you have tinnitus. And if you're watching this video, the truth is also you probably have bothersome tinnitus, right?